待てこら。5時からは勉強の約束だったろ。
What's up? Welcome to another video. So today earlier we had the Blue Protocol developer live stream where they went over a lot of new stuff, a lot of changes. Like they went over the monetization, they went over new features like fishing, guilds, all sorts of stuff. So we're basically gonna go over all of it in this video. We're gonna summarize it down, compress it down, just the important things, and yeah. So we're just gonna go over it. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, we have the game mechanics. So they went over crafting, which existed in the beta, but it was pretty confusing for players that played the beta, right? Because it's unique in a way. So the way it works is, let's say you craft a weapon, right? Let's say you craft a sword. Depending on the succession rate when you craft it, it will have 1 to 4 slots. Now, those 4 slots are for plugs. These plugs can give you stats or skills, buffs, depending on the plug that you put into it. 4 slots mean you can put 4 plugs. The way you get plugs is you have to craft those plugs as well. The plugs are from 1 to 5 stars, like you can get a 5-star plug, you put in 1 slot, you know, it's really good. Stuff like that. So you get plugs, you craft those plugs, and then you put them into your weapon slots, which you get more weapon slots depending on the succession rate. And then, yeah, and then they buff you, basically. Nothing else much to say about crafting, that's really all. So next up, they also went over a new feature, which we all knew it was going to happen at one point, which is fishing. So they confirmed fishing. The maps will have different fishing spots that you can go to, right? So it's like there'll be mark on the map, and then you can just go there and you can start fishing. But once you get the fish, you can sell that fish in the market to make money off of it, right? The way fishing works in this game is like there's this little bar, right? It's not like typical fishing, you just throw it down, you catch it, and you take it out, right? Basically, there's this bar, and then the fish on that bar has a certain color to it. You have to match that color for the fish to progress. The longer you match the color, the more the fish progresses. And at one point, the fish reaches the end. Once it reaches the end, you've caught the fish. If that makes sense. I'll probably have a clip running in the back of how it works, or them showing how it works. Okay, so that's really it for fishing. You can sell those fish in the market. You can make money off of them. Anyways, next we have player limits. So let's say no matter what instance you're in, the town, the main field, whatever, there's going to be a player limit to it. So like a cap of how many players there can be, right? So in the main town, like Astralis, the limit is 200 people. So in one instance, there can be 200 people in the main town, which is really nice. That's 200 people in just a town. That's crazy. It's pretty crowded. The field, which is the open world, right? There can only be 30 people in one instance, which isn't like crazy, but it's not bad either. It's pretty fine. It's better than NGS, for example. Like in some places in NGS, only 7 people can be there. Okay, anyways, so the dungeons will be 6 people per dungeon, so you can have 6 people in your party per dungeon. It's really nice. And then the raids will have 30 people. It's not a 20-man raid. It's not like something 8-man raid. It's 30 players per raid. I'm used to 20, but it's 30. That's actually amazing. 30 players per raid. And then there will also be solo missions that you can do. So like story missions, stuff like that, they'll be solo. Okay, next thing they went over is guilds. Now everyone wanted a guild feature to be implemented into the game, but we didn't know when it was going to be implemented, but if it was going to be like a future update. But everyone wanted it, and well, we got it. There is a guild function in the game, and it looks really good. So basically, the more people you have playing, the more rank you earn. As you rank up, the cap, like the guild member cap, goes up. It starts at 20 and then it progresses up and up. You can have more players as you rank higher and higher, right? Another pretty interesting thing, well, they have team chat too, but anyways, that's not the more interesting thing is, let's say you have a leader in your guild that's inactive. Let's say he stopped playing the game or something, and he didn't like pass on the leadership to someone else when he quits the game, or right? Basically how that would work is the members in that guild can take or revoke leadership from the leader. So let's say someone stops playing the game, you can revoke leadership. Well, they said you can revoke leadership from an inactive leader. I don't know if you can just take it because the leader's toxic or some stuff like that. I just know you can take it from an inactive leader. The leader stops playing the game. I'm assuming there will be like a counter or something for like a certain amount of days. You can revoke leadership from that leader. That's really it for guilds. They also have a team chat or guild chat. They're called teams in this game. But yeah, they have a guild chat too, so you can talk to your guild mates wherever you are. And another new feature that they added is camping. The way camping works is there's different camping spots on the map. You can go to these camping spots. And when you're sitting there, there's a fire. As long as you're near the fire, your HP comes back slowly, but it comes back. It's like I think 50, 60 per tick. You can make the fire you can make it faster. I don't know, but you can make it bigger. You can make the fire bigger, and the bigger it is, the more it heals you. And then, there's also this new NPC in the game which appears near these camping spots. It's the chef NPC, and then depending on the outfit he's wearing, when you go to that camping spot, he will give you a different type of buff. I'm not sure what buffs, but he will buff you depending on the outfit he's wearing. Just talk to him, he'll buff you. And then we have elements in the game. Now, the way elements work is enemies have elemental gauges, and then once they're full, it will cause a burst. All elements have different effects. For example, ice and earth will paralyze, fire will do damage, lightning will buff players, dark would like give lifesteal, stuff like that. But yeah, so there's elements, camping, stuff like that. Anyways, so next up we have dungeons. So let's say you miss there's daily dungeons, right? So this is a really nice feature. Let's say there's daily dungeons, daily quests, right? You miss one of them, right? So let's say it's just four daily dungeons, right? Or 4 daily quests, okay? You miss all of them. You didn't play it yesterday, right? So because you were busy. Next day when you do that daily dungeon, you will still get 1 reward. Okay, so let's say you do your daily dungeons next day, you get 1 reward. These rewards can stack up to 10, so that way no one has to worry about missing a day. Let's say you missed a day of playing the game, you still get part of the reward. Yep. But yeah, then we have parties. So to party up with people, there's different ways, which is really nice. You can invite people, which is common. You can invite people in any game, right? So you can invite your friends, you can invite people to join your party, direct invites. Then there's matchmaking, because let's say you don't have anyone on, you want to do a dungeon, you can just do matchmaking and be matched up with random people. Go play. There's instant partying, which would party with people around you or near you that are trying to do the same thing. And then there's also a recruitment list. The way that works is it's like a party search, party finder thing, like in Final Fantasy 14. You go to this like page, and then you can find all these parties that are doing different things, and you can narrow it down to the thing you want to do. And then parties that are doing that thing, you can see them and you can just join them. Pretty chill stuff. Then we have the Endless Tower dungeon, which basically goes up by floor and floor. You can go as high as possible. The higher you go, the more difficult it gets, right? I've had gameplay of that running in the back this entire time, so you can pretty much see what it is. But yeah, Endless, it just gets more difficult as you go up and up. So next we have character customization. After you've made your character in game, let's say you can get these tickets. These are like basically appearance tickets, right? Or salon passes in PSO2. The way these work is you go to this one NPC and you can basically remake your character in a way. You can like change your appearance. You can even change your gender, right? Your hairstyles, pupils, everything that you can think of, you can do it, right? They've added new stuff, like they added new hairs, colors, eyelashes, pupils, etc. Basic common stuff that we would expect them to add. Pretty nice. So once you're done with it, like let's say you're done customizing your character, it will take 1 ticket out of them, like however many tickets you have. It will take 1 ticket. Okay. Then there is also a coloring shop where you can go and dye your clothes. The way to get dyes, I think they went over this in the stream too. You get dyes by doing quests, events, stuff like that. You can get materials to make dye. You make dye and then you go dye your clothes in there. Yep. Next up is photo mode. So photo mod's really nice in this game. The way it works is, let's say there's 3 people taking a photo together. After you get into the photo mode, the 3 people that are there will stay there. Let's say they all move out of the frame after. In your photo mode, they will still be there, and you can make them do gestures and stuff like that. And yeah, so they'll still be there for you, and you can make them do gestures. You cannot move them, so like the spot that they're in, they'll stay in that spot, but you can make them do gestures, even if they've they've left the frame. In photo mode, they will still be there. It's hard to explain it, but you'll get the gist of it like as you see it or do it in game. Okay. Anyways, so yeah. So next one, pretty basic stuff. You can rewatch old cutscenes. You can, you can basically rewatch old cutscenes, and it'll like use the character that you have when you rewatch cutscenes. So it'll use that same character, and it'll just like, let's say you change your appearance, so you went from a male to a female, and then you rewatch that cutscene. It'll use the female character that you have, and then you can just rewatch them. Okay, so now this is the important stuff. I guess everyone's been waiting for this. Monetization in Blue Protocol. So the game so far does not look pay to win. Okay, basically you can get mounts, accessories, outfits without playing the game, but you can also get them by paying. Right? Okay, so you can just get them by playing the game, but you can also get them by paying. So there will be battle passes, season passes. There's 2 types of battle passes: the free one, the paid one. And then the way it works is the free one can only go to level 60, right? And then the rewards, I'm pretty sure, also different for paid and free ones. But free one can only go to level 60. You only get rewards to level 60. The paid one goes from 1 to 100, and I'm sure you get different rewards. Like you get the free rewards too, and you also get different rewards for paid one, and you also get 40 extra rewards. Okay, or 40 extra levels you can do. Anyways, so to level up that battle pass, you just do quests, stuff like that. Now there's different type of stores in this game. So first we have the gacha. There's gacha in Blue Protocol. Oh no. But anyways, jokes aside, the gacha, the way it works is obviously we don't have characters or weapons in the gacha. It's not pay to win. The gacha basically gives you outfits, weapon skins, and mounts. Like mount skins, because all mounts are the same. It'll give you outfits, weapon skins, and mount skins, stuff like that. Another store is called the Rose Orb store. I don't know what this one's for. They didn't really go over it. I'm still not sure what it does. There's the Blue Protocol Point store, the Season store. And the things you can buy in these stores, the Blue Protocol and the Season stores, is stuff like you can buy accessories, stamps, firecrackers, mounts, season passes, which you should probably buy. I don't know. I would buy season passes personally. Then you can get extra reward tickets, so you get extra rewards when you do stuff. You can also get EXP bonuses, which some people might say is a bit pay to win. I don't think it's a bit pay to win. It's just a buff. It's not like just leveling you up immediately. It literally just buffs your like how much EXP you get. Anyways, and then this one I guess could possibly be a bit pay to win, but there's a crafting success rate increase, so you can increase your crafting success rate, which like I talked about earlier is important because depending on the crafting success rate that you get, you can have like more weapon slots to put imagines in. So far though, overall with the monetization, the game doesn't look that pay to win, like heavily pay to win. It looks, the payment model, the monetization model looks really, I think it looks pretty nice. They need to make money somehow. They can't just make money for the game without having monetization. But yeah, so far it looks amazing. But yeah, that was basically everything that they went over in the live stream today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And yeah, please subscribe to me if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, like the video, share. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Jane.